So next we stay in the same opera, l'Incoronazione di Poppea, and it's a completely different scene. With there is this is the only opera, or maybe the first in history, where the subject is a historical one, not just let's say a myth or something mythological or an invention, and talks about its history of Rome and the Emperor Nerone. And there is Seneca, the philosopher, is of course part of this in this opera, and he was in a way like induced to commit suicide, like very elegantly. You should commit suicide, so I'm not Nerone, so I'm not charged. And this is the moment when Liberto, if I'm not wrong, Liberto is the one who is going to help him in committing suicide somehow, comes with all the pain to say this is the final hour, and so we have to do this. This is the duet between Liberto and Seneca. So let's welcome our next Poppea ensemble. On stage very quickly. Maybe you know all that, but it's many different audiences in these wonderful master classes. When you go to a period instrument, early music period instruments concert, when they tune, you have to be much more patient. Because as they did, very well done with the organ normally. If there's an organ or harpsichord, they tune string by string. It's not that you go to a symphony concert normally. The strings and the instruments are much more stable in keeping tuning, and it's much faster to tune. Here, those instruments are almost alive, and then and they are so much vulnerable to temperature, to any conditions. Strings are made by gut, as it used to be until 1930s, not metal strings, but gut strings. Even Ravel and Tchaikovsky and even Shostakovich, still in St. Petersburg, they use those strings. So it needs a bit more time, more care, and to tune with some more love, let's say. So let's welcome the singers.
I'm Jacob Scharfman. I will sing the role of Liberto, the messenger.
I'm Andrew Munn. I will sing Seneca.
Il comando tiranno esclude ogni ragione e tratta solo violenza o morte. Io devo riferirlo e non di meno, relatore innocente, mi par d'esser partecipe del male, e a riferire io vado. Seneca, assai incresce di trovarti, mentre pur ti ricerco. De, non mi guardar con occhio torvo, se a te sarò d'infausto nunzio, il
gran tempo ch'io porto il seno armato contro I colpi del fato. La notizia del secolo in cui vivo forsiera non giunge alla mia mente. Se m'arrechi la morte non mi chieder perdono. Rido mentre mi porti un sì bel tono.
Nerone,
Non più,
a te mi manda,
non più t'ho inteso, e tu mi disco allora.
Signor, indovinasti, mori felice, che come vanno I giorni all'ingrondo del sole a marcarsi di luce, così alle tue scritture verran per prender luce iscritti altrui. Mori felice, mori felice.
Danne vacre ormai, e se parli a Nerone avanti sera, ch'io son morto, e sepolto, gli dirai.
Bravi, guys. Bravi. Welcome. Well, this is, as you can see, it's the same opera, but it's a very completely different moment on this. Can you briefly explain what's going on between you? Because I made a little introduction, but explain more or less what's going on in this scene.
In this scene, Liberto, the captain of the guards for Nerone, has come to inform me that Nero has commanded me to die, to commit suicide. However, I already know this news. It's been told to me I was visited by God in the previous scene. So I'm accepting the news and also telling him he's very tormented by it to not be so grieved by it.
Fantastic, yeah. So in this stage of the opera history, the music, of course, is highly expressive with simple means. I mean, in the score, you see only two lines: is the singing line and the bass line, nothing else. Then you have to look for the music. Of course, gives you clues when there is a dissonance, when there's a special change of rhythm. This gives you clues on which direction you could go in the interpretation. And the bass line, there's just single notes. You see here 5 guys, and there's only like one note. But you have to decide to which moment are you going to use as given color. Like when the organ comes, it's suddenly a very special moment, and you have to, by let's say dramaturgical reasons, to make the choices and to see here organ will give a different color for theatrical reasons. And that means that this is still, it's theater in music. And it's a lot of theater still. So the text here almost leads everything. We were talking about text before in an expressive way, but here in a theatrical way, text is everything here. And it makes, with the text, we make decision on instrumentation and other things. So, starting from the beginning, I think this whole scene, Liberto, could have a little bit more of, urgency, you know, some despair from you. And I think let's try to have the whole discourse in mind, because I feel that it's a little bit, settled, segmented, etc. So let's try for something in il comando è tiranno. Il comando è tiranno.
Il comando tiranno esclude ogni ragione e tratta solo o violenza o morte.
Exactly. So you said it like it sounds like spoken, and Monteverdi wrote the values, the notes, exactly in the way he did. So when he said ta-da-dam, ta-da-dam-tam, this is written in notes. This genius, Claudio Monteverdi, already transcribed like a natural way of doing things in a dramatic way that you did into music. Try to express that same thing, that same line and flow when you sing. Mm-hmm. Okay? Let's start. Let's start like from zero. Let's start no previous. So try to beginning. Ram! Something new, okay? Something shocking. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Il comando tiranno esclude ogni ragione.
Sorry, for instance, esclude ogni ragione.
Okay.
Ta-ram, ta-ta-ta-ta, esclude ogni ragione. Mm-hmm. Don't stop there. There's no reason to stop too much in there. One more time. The beginning was great.
Il comando tiranno esclude ogni ragione.
Sorry, excuse me. This is esclude ogni ragione. And still tiranno, it's, I think, tiranno.
Tiranno.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Il comando tiranno. Mm-hmm.
Il comando tiranno esclude ogni ragione e tratta solo violenza o morte.
Very good. That's a very strong statement from the beginning. Right. It has a line, e tratta solo o violenza o morte. And now, C major, a different region, mm-hmm. Okay, different mood. O violenza, bam! We need to hit that note strongly. The violenza, that chord, bam, e morte. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very conclusive. Mm-hmm. And then, io devo referirlo. Mm-hmm. But you're still talking too much here.
I know, I was trying to make it too nice.
Esclude ogni ragione. Mm-hmm. Esclude ogni ragione. E tratta solo o violenza. Don't stop also. E tratta solo. You have the dotted here. Tratta solo. Why do you have the dotted e tratta solo?
Doppia T.
Exactly. Yeah. There's a reason. So he gives you the rhythm for the doppia T. Mm-hmm. E tratta solo o violenza, bam, o morte. Okay? Let's do it.
Il comando tiranno esclude ogni ragione e tratta solo violenza o morte. Io devo referirlo e non di meno relatore innocente mi par d'esser partecipe del male che a riferire io vado.
Okay, so this takes sense of this takes part of the same sentence, right? Mm-hmm. Again.
Yeah.
Again, we need to connect. We need to connect the whole thing. So, maybe here io devo referirlo. You see also that from the second phrase, the color of the ensemble has changed into something lighter. It's something more interior, yeah. So what are you saying in the second phrase?
I must go tell him that he has to commit suicide, and I feel really bad about it because I actually feel like, as the innocent messenger, I'm suddenly becoming part of Nerone's complot.
So you feel tortured with yourself.
Yes.
So I have to. So
almost sick.
Exactly. So that made your voice like. So I have to. No. You sound too. Too. Yeah, I'm going to betray him. No. Io devo riferirlo. No. Yeah. So I'm just making fun, but the beginning has this strength that you are the captain or the guard exactly, and then you show your human and pain, for what's happening there. Okay, let's do the second phrase, bar 7.
Io devo riferirlo, e non di meno, relatore innocente.
Why don't you stop here? E non di meno.
Or relatore. I don't know.
Io devo. You have to know.
Yeah.
You have to know. So you have to sing as you would express the idea. Exactly the same. Io devo riferirlo. E non di meno relatore innocente. It's written, the rhythm. De meno relatore innocente. Mi par d'esser partecipe del male, che a riferire io vado. So.
Io devo riferirlo, non di meno relatore innocente, mi par d'esser partecipe del male.
That phrase, sorry, excuse me, I'm interrupting you. That phrase is terrible. Mi par d'esser partecipe del male. So I think I'm part of the
evil.
The evil.
Yeah.
So I feel I'm being part of the evil. Mi parte se partecipe del male. So even more shaking inside.
Yeah.
Okay, io devo riferirlo.
Io devo riferirlo, e non di meno relatore innocente, mi par d'esser partecipe del male, a riferire io vado. Seneca, assai m'incresce di trovarti, mentre pur ti ricerco.
Sorry. Yeah. So again, well, Seneca. Read.
Seneca, assai m'incresce di trovarti mentre pur ti ricerco.
Okay, connect. This is. Assai m'incresce di trovarti mentre pur.
Yeah,
no reason. I mean, of course, you have a rhythm here, but di trovarti mentre pur ti ricerco. So those breaks, those notes, can be part of the line. You can integrate them into the line. So I think Seneca, second more, yeah? Seneca, assai m'incresce di trovarti mentre pur ti ricerco. Ti ricerco, yeah? So Seneca.
Seneca, assai m'incresce di trovarti mentre pur ti ricerco. Non mi riguardar con occhio torvo, sa te sarò d'infausto nunzio il corvo.
Very good. Sorry, it was your turn now, but
I'm ready.
So, can I suggest here that you come in for a special reason, from de non mi riguardar. Yes. There is this amazing Monteverdi harmony, Monteverdi style harmony shift. Sa te sarò. Can you play bar 23? Exactly that. But with the bass, so the whole harmony. that is amazing. It's really that shift from G to G to G sharp with this E major. You have to treat that with extreme care, and then when the bass can lead from F to E, opens the harmony it's like a heaven's door opening in a way. Let's do D with you. So D is D. Yes? Bam, bam. So you help in this new change with lots of character.
Non mi riguardar con occhio torvo, sa te sarò.
I think it's sa te sarò. Yeah. Try that. And you see this magic there with this sa te sarò, sa te sarò. Yeah? Once again, it's great with you. Yeah.
Non mi riguardar con occhio torvo, sa te sarò d'infausto nunzio il corvo. Gran tempo che ho porto il seno armato contro i colpi del fato. La notizia del secolo in cui vivo forestiera non giunge alla mia mente. Se m'arrechi la morte non mi chieder perdono.
Before you laugh, rido. Yeah. So can I suggest do the same thing as I asked him? Amico, è già gran tempo che io porto. So a little bit more parlato style.
Yeah.
Singing, of course, but sometimes amico.
Too much.
Yeah, or qui vivo. Vivo. Yes.
Amico.
Exactly. Could be that way. Do you see the effect when he starts the whole color, the whole thing? It's very simple. I mean, it's only a few, but this endless color combinations when the organ comes and it's a different with the harpsichord, and also there are many places to play this continuo. It can be more agitated, with more notes, or can be very steady. He's adding more nervosity and tension by playing fast notes and playing arpeggio, and then organ doesn't play arpeggio normally, and it's like stable chords and quite serene. And you are in a serene state. You have accepted what you have to do. What's your fate? So let's start with Amico. Can you translate what you are saying in this moment?
Yeah. Friend, I for a long time had my heart fortified against the blows of fate. I'm well familiarized with the ways of our time. It's not new to me. And if you bring news of my death, don't ask for forgiveness. I laugh because you have brought me a beautiful gift.
Yeah. So, but it is so beautiful. The text is so fantastic, and so this I love is this. Give to Rido love and not so serious and lightness. Mentre mi porti in silverdono. Yeah.
Yeah.
Positive. You are on your way to death, the path to death. Yeah, here I am. You know. Can you start in Rido? And also bass can be maybe the yam pam 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 pam. Okay. From Rido. Rido. Thank you very much. This is beautiful. Really, really beautiful. The da 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 da. Give that.
Even more, yeah, more
Yum,
spark.
padam, padam. I don't think anyone noticed that this is yum padam padam.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll show them.
Okay. Yes.
Nerone, non più, a te mi manda, non più t'ho inteso, e tu mi disguarda.
How do you think that he's, of course, in despair? What is your mood after?
It's more comforting than saying
Yeah.
be quiet. It's saying
Okay.
don't worry more
So,
than
be quiet. So, Nerone, non più. Also, so it takes some time. Also, non più. A te mi manda, non più t'ho inteso. Da 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 da. Okay. So it can be the confrontation of both moods. So Nerone.
Nerone, non più, a te mi manda, non più t'ho inteso, e tu mi disguarda. Signor, indovinasti.
So in that moment, what are you going to say? After this Nerone, no, okay. A te mi manda, what is coming now?
I've suddenly realized that it's not so bad that he's dying because he's written all these amazing things and he's like been this great man.
Okay.
And so he will be an inspiration even though he dies. So he dies happy. Mori felice.
Fantastic. So that moment you accept that and you
Yes.
you make you make the best of it.
Yes.
Change absolutely your into a say peaceful and different tone and so the harmony here changes completely into a different direction. We end in the G major, right? Dove disco or ora. Can you play please organ? Dove disco or ora. And the new thing is, it's a different world. It's a different world. And it can be slow. Signor, indovinasti. You accept it. And then, mori felice. So let's do non più t'ho inteso. Bar 52. Yes?
Non più t'ho inteso, e tu mi disguarda.
Wait.
Signor,
Yeah.
indovinasti.
I think could be more dolce. That. Signor, okay, I'm with you. I've understood what you and you're still Signor. No, Signor. Okay, try. But we need the contrast.
Yes, right.
And then you take some time to Signor. Okay. A moment when we don't know exactly how are you going to react, and then comes this B major from nowhere.
Well, in the original opera, there's actually like a whole bunch that Seneca says right there, but in this edition, they cut it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but you figure out what he said before.
Yes, right.
Okay, that's it. But that moment, Oh, yes. And then, okay. So again, please.
Non più t'ho inteso, e tu bichissimo ora. Signor, indovinasti, mori felice, che come vanno i giorni all'imbrongo del sole a marcarsi di luce, così alle tue scritture verran per prender luce iscritti altrui. Mori felice, mori felice. Vanne, patria ormai, e se parli a Nerone avanti sera, io son morto e sepolto, mi
One thing. So you've accepted. Please explain everyone what you are saying after this course.
I'm saying leave at once. And if you see Nero before evening, tell him that I'm dead and buried.
Fantastic. So vattene ormai, e se ne parli Nerone avanti sera, che io sono morto. I wouldn't stop when he says morto. So I would continue the B, A, G, the whole all the way down to, yes, I think, to the grave. If you interrupt that line, and then the last note could be just, I mean, representing death. So in a chord, I think the third gives a color, some kind of life. The third and the major or minor third, but just a tasto solo means, in a way, in this symbologic way, means death.
Yeah.
So tasto. Tasto means just the bass note, no the chord on top. Vanne?
Vanne, patria mai, e se parli a Nerone avanti sera, io son morto e sepolto, mi dirai.
Bravo. Ravi, good to see you again.